Ever since its introduction, which was 6 years ago, Akstiletto Prime has been one of the most popular secondary weapons. And unlike most of the popular weapons, it's not because it's broken. It just does everything well without having any drawbacks. Very good status chance, decent critical potential, good fire rate, good magazine size, fast reload, hit scan projectile, easy to control, good ammo economy, and last but not least, they looking damn good. Apart from it being satisfying to use on its own, high status chance lets you use it as a primer for condition overload melee, which makes it a really useful sidearm. With its rapid fire rate, I feel like viral plus heat is a pretty good combo for it. A choice of cold mod is on you, whether you want a bit more magazine size, more damage, or more status. Prime heat lets you build up insane amount of procs, and also makes Cascadia Flare a viable option. I stick to secondary deadhead because headshots are quite easy with this. Rest of the build is of course galvanized shot to make use of that status overkill, multi-shot, lethal torrent, and critical stuff. You can go for galvanized crosshairs if you aim down sight more, but both prime pistol gambit and galvanized crosshairs make it viable to build it for criticals. The choice is on you. If you can get your hands on a Riven, I would strongly suggest trying to get something with some punch through. With such low disposition, it's hard to expect some epic gains from Rivens, so getting either Toxin or Cold to free up a slot, then punch through and something even remotely useful as a third stat is a good roll in my book. Even God roll when it comes to Akstiletto. Bonus points for negative projectile flight speed because that has zero effect on hitscan weapons. Alternative build would be trying to make use of hemorrhage because weapon has high impact. So adding more impact and more fire rate should do the trick. In that build, everything is the same apart from viral and heat going out, freeing up 3 mod slots. I would suggest pressurized magazine to make use of such fast reload time. Simple and effective. Nothing really complicated about building or using this weapon, and I'll still use it from time to time despite the weapon feeling that power creep a little bit. It's still satisfying to use and more than strong enough once you put in some of the more recent mods in it. This is where I usually talk about drawbacks, but there's nothing really to talk about, apart from Akstiletto not being cool on Nuclear, Epitaph, or Latem, which are S tier secondary weapons. I would comfortably put Akstiletto Prime as A tier, just because it's such a joy to play. And also one of the few that can make use of Cascadia Flare reliably, which has 120% extra damage over other secondary arcanes. Which is not much, but if you're a controller user, then this is flat out the best option for this weapon. Despite it having a rather low duration, it's quite easy and fast to build it up, so there's little to no harm if it expires. If you use mouse and keyboard, the upgraded 3x headshot multiplier is probably gonna perform a tad better. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.